All right, everybody. Welcome to the pilot episode of what we're going to call ourselves right now. Let's call ourselves Problems of an Idiot. That's what we're going to do. And my name is Tony, also known as DJ King Tut. I'm sitting right here next to Mr. Brandon Brandanowitz.
Also known as Brand Flakes.
Also formerly known as Brand Flakes. Randowski.
They don't want to hear all that.
Hold on. Duke Brand Von Dunn. And then also I got right next, like really close. Like we're working on the one mic here, so we're like basically making out. Esteban Morales Gonzalez.
Guadalupe.
Juan. Santa Maria Vicente Lopez the third.
The third. Yeah, basically, my passport is like collapsible.
It's just collapsible.
The long Mexican name.
The long Mexican name. I mean, I feel like that was pretty close, though. I feel like that was pretty spot on.
Steven is fine.
Steven is fine?
Illegal, as you call me.
Steven, would you actually answer to Steven, though?
Yeah, I answered. I turn around just when I hear somebody behind me. So if anybody, so it doesn't fucking matter what you call me.
Yeah,
just, as long as you don't call me when I'm fucking sleeping.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
That was... I want to punch you in the face. I really close. I could punch you.
You could punch me.
Yeah, but
you could punch me with an eyelash.
I could kiss you.
You could kiss a kiss.
I could punch you with
butterfly.
I could kiss you. I could punch your lips with my lips.
You could.
I could do that.
I think that's been coming for at least 6 days.
I've known you for how long now?
I don't even know. Too long.
We were actually just reading before you came. You called to see if. To pick up beer, and I was like, beer sounds like a great idea, except for when you're like really, really broke. And I was just talking to Brandon about these things. So the liquor store down from my house, me and Blue, Blue, the listeners may or may not, Azul may or may not know him, but
they won't know him.
We go to the liquor store with like, change from every part of the house that you could find, right? And we go and we're like, oh, we just got to get something to get drunk. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Any kind of.
You don't even want to enjoy it.
Yeah,
you just want to get
trash. Yeah, exactly. And at this point, we didn't have the money to enjoy it, anyways.
So dignity is like out the door.
So we got these things called Natty Daddies.
Natty Daddies.
Do you know what those are? Do you know what natural beer is? It's called natural light, natural ice.
I've definitely heard of it. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. So, anyways, they're like these tall cans that are like 8% for like $1.20.
Oh man.
And he's like, what is this? And I was like, I don't just look it up. So he looked it up and he found this review, right? And I don't know if you want to enlighten.
Oh, dude.
Enlighten him with this review, yeah.
You know what? I even have to read you word for word. It was just golden. Nobody could have written a better review than this.
For the Natty Daddies?
So,
it was fantastic.
Respectively 1.5 out of 5, Natty Daddy. It's Thursday night, the day before Blessed Payday. You're broke. Not just a little broke. More like digging under the couch cushions for silver or even copper broke. You just want to get a little drunk. So instead of sobbing, you drive to the nearest coin star on empty and cash in your $3.76 in change. Good news, though. That will buy you 2 Natty Daddies, the equivalent to 8 pedestrian beers. Fire up the Netflix and enjoy binge-watching Trailer Park Boys. And that's the miracle of Natty Daddy.
Oh, man. That's gold.
It's like, and we've all been there. We've all been to that low point.
Oh yeah, going, getting, and then like you're really frustrated at the coin machine because it won't take your fucking quarters or your nickels, and like you keep putting it back, and I was like, what's wrong?
And then you realize it's like a
Dude,
Canadian
no,
dime,
and
you're like, oh shit, this is why it's not taking.
It happened to me one time. It was a fucking yen. I'm like, where did I get a yen from?
Yeah, I know. Also, let me just give a quick a disclaimer that I didn't point out, but if you are a person who gets offended easily or might be and you're not sure,
fuck off. No, don't fuck off.
Keep listening and find out. Yeah, subscribe first, and then figure out if you're offended easily.
Yeah. Subscribe and then tell us how we're not gonna change.
Speaking of Coinstars,
I was just thinking right now, if you don't buy Natty Daddies with EBT, why are you buying? You could probably afford something better.
Yeah, you're not buying with EBT.
It's the only reason why I've been drinking the King Cobra because it's 2 for $5. There's 40s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sound like you're a spokesperson for King Cobra right now.
I should. I'm trying. Yeah, so
You're
you
trying to get an endorsement deal right now. Yeah.
Right now.
Yes.
Right away. Let's
Well,
do this. Let's go.
two for $5.
Let's go right. 2 for $5 at Mrs. Lee down on Eastern. She's been there for eons.
For
I think
eons.
she's the first Korean lady
ever doing it. Like when the Big Bang happened.
Yeah,
Like the universe was formed, and she was also formed. She was like universe was formed, and she was formed.
It was Adam, Eve, and Mrs. Lee.
Adam, Eve, and
And
Mrs. Lee.
She's been around that long. She's a sweet.
But yeah. Anyways, back to. So I was gonna say, speaking of Coinstar, back to reality. You know what doesn't have a Coinstar is a 7-Eleven. He was just telling me this wonderful story about 7-Eleven that he recently went to.
So I walk in, right, you know, and this is right before we're gonna do this podcast. I walk in and it's just like bring your fat ass to 7-Eleven day, and I mean like everywhere you
Which
turn,
I think is a national
every
holiday
day.
in like Compton or something.
oh my
Every
god.
Oh, is that
time I
fucked
go.
up? Should I not have said that? Was that the
Every
line?
time I go.
Was that the line?
I don't think so. Oh, I don't think it was a line.
I mean, I think maybe I like walked across the line, but I don't know if I actually.
So, you know, I was faced with a huge problem because everywhere I turned, I had to close my eyes because, you know, when you see someone with like a really like gorgeous ass, like, you know, you don't want to look. That's your first instinct is not to look because you don't want to be rude. But then if you try hard to look away, you know, I feel like people might look at me and be like, hey, that guy's looking away because we all know she has a fat ass.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be polite to look?
Yeah. No. I don't.
Because you want to appreciate it.
I wouldn't put that on like on an impolite or polite thing. I would put it in as a natural human thing to do. As in, you know, when you see something that looks good, I mean, you're gonna take a peek at it.
So do you look at King Cobras like that? Then?
I look at King Cobras
exactly
I
like
like it- I
the
like King
exact look
Cobras.
that he's describing.
I don't even drink them. That's
You
the
just
thing.
look
I
at them
just
with
collect
intent.
them. They're just all along my windowsill, and just the beautiful kaleidoscope that it makes when the sun hits it.
Looks like it looks like a collector's.
Well, you probably
edition,
shouldn't
like,
actually drink King Cobras. You probably just swallow them, just not taste it.
No,
Why
no,
would you want to taste
you
it?
don't taste. Yeah, I don't taste it. I actually put wax around my mouth, so I don't taste anything.
so that it just goes down.
like Homer Simpson.
And, yeah, I've seen that to eat the hot dog. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the chili.
yeah, I'm sniffling over here because I just got over a cold.
And you're a bitch.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. You can never get over that though.
He's sniffling because he has a cold, but the AC is like full blast.
Oh yeah,
like,
the
this
AC is
thing's
like,
raging.
but
right
I'm
now.
not gonna, but I'm also not gonna turn the AC off. Like to be fair, so to help myself feel better. But I was telling him that, you know, I was taking some Dayquil, right, and I was just taking like the normal dosage, and I say that because, you know, a long time ago, probably like 10, 11 years ago, I came down with like the flu, and I've had people ask me before, you know, how do you know if you've had the flu? And I feel like if you have to ask that, you haven't had the flu, because the flu feels like death. That's what it feels like. There's no other way to describe it, except death is taking over.
You're either fine or you're hanging on by a thread. Those are the two extremes, and there's nothing else.
Well, people who haven't had the flu have never had. People who say they have never experienced the flu haven't had a flu shot, because I mean that's what happens when you take a flu shot. I mean you have that's the virus.
And at this point, if you're an older individual, don't get a flu shot because your body won't be able to take
You will
the
die.
fucking death.
It
right?
hasn't had any training, no preparation. Yeah, you'll drop dead.
You'll just die.
Yeah,
But so I came down with the flu, and I went to a friend's house, and he was like, "Oh, well, why don't you just get some?" Why did I leave my house in the first place? I had the flu, but I did. Whatever. Point is, I went to a friend's house, and he was like, "Well, why don't you go get some Dayquil?" And I had never had Dayquil before. I had NyQuil, but I never had Dayquil.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I go get the Dayquil, and I was like measuring out in the little cup. And he goes, "No, dude, I just drink it out of the bottle." And I was like, "Oh yeah, why not?" You know. So I start, taking some. Yeah. So I start taking some sips out of the Dayquil bottle, and sure enough, I start feeling better. So I start taking more sips, and start feeling even better until I feel like maybe the flu symptoms even completely disappeared. And on this particular day happened to be Valentine's Day. So it was me and two other friends. We decided.
Were you and Gloria together? Or?
No, we weren't.
Oh.
No, so I was single, and so it was actually Brian and Richard. You know them.
Oh, yeah.
but
Brian.
yeah.
Well, let me guess, Brian was the
No,
one
it
who
was
gave you
actually
the
no,
advice.
no, it was actually Richard.
Oh, Richard. Like that's any better.
But anyways, so I started, I'm fucking downing Dayquil at this point, and we ended up going to BJ's. The three of us all single together, holding hands.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just having a bro day. You need those every now and then.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day. I mean, look, man, did it help that we, jerked each other off after? I mean, I don't know, but it happened, and it just.
Well, one of you looked like a player.
Yeah, one of us did, right? So I'm drinking this Dayquil, just like right out of they're drinking booze, and I'm drinking Dayquil out of the bottle. And
That'll really grab a woman's attention.
Yeah,
What are you having? Vodka tonic? What are you having? Dayquil? Like a boss.
like out of the bottle, dude. Like, winking at her as I'm drinking out of the bottle. Like, that's right, baby. Like
the rim around the bottle is like it's got like salt in it.
It's got the stain from my lipstick.
Kind of Dayquil.
It's got the stain from my lipstick.
This orange ring, crusty ring.
Yeah. So I end up. Point is, BJ's happens in more than one way, and I end up going home, and I ended up finishing this bottle within an incorrect amount of time, within like a few hours.
24?
No, it wasn't even 24. It was
I'm saying within 24.
well, less than 24.
Within
I would
12
say
hours.
within like 10 hours.
Damn.
Like a whole like large bottle of Dayquil.
That is bad.
Yeah, and so I'm at home by myself, and I realize that I'm starting to panic and have this like freak attack, like just mental breakdown, and so I decide like, oh crap, like I can't get a hold of anybody, so I drive to I call my friend who's in Huntington Beach to try and get a hold of him and calm me down, right? And he's not home, but his mom's home, and she's like, all right, well, try and calm down. And I'm like, I'm coming out there. I have to come out there, because if I stay here, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And so I drive out there. It's about a 45-minute drive. There was traffic, too. It was like 10 p.m. at night on a fucking Friday. I don't even know. But I'm driving out there freaking out. And I get there, and she's like, yeah, so I looked up all the ingredients in Dayquil, and it's basically a psychoactive drug. And I was like, oh, so I should be freaking out. And she was like, if you weren't freaking out like this right now,
Yeah,
it'd be a problem. Yeah, the fact that you are freaking out kind of actually makes you okay.
Yeah, well, that means you have a normal functioning brain that cannot cope.
With
that should not cope
with that amount
the appropriate thing.
Because if you weren't, you would have had a tolerance that no human should have had.
Yeah, no human should have.
And we want some of what you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and I just don't understand people who can't take medicine when they're sick, because I have to take medicine. I will take all the medicine. No, I don't even try not to take medicine.
Really?
I am like, fucking load me up. Like, load me up.
Sedate me to the highest degree.
Get me through this shit.
Yeah,
if you could just sedate me all the way through. If you could chloroform me all the way through this.
Start slapping.
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
Tie me off, man.
Just give me a freaking, not even an IV drip, a morphine drip through this.
I don't mind medication, but I don't run to medication. It's not like, it's like if there's nothing around me, I'll just sit and I'll just cry and just.
Yeah.
See, I
You
don't
write
want
it out,
to.
right?
No, I don't write it out for shit.
No?
Again, back to me being a bitch, which is fine. I mean,
But
same-
also, you enjoy drugs.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily
Which
true.
I guess everybody enjoys.
You can pop some pills and not feel guilty about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could
Well,
definitely.
if you do feel guilty, I think you got pills for that.
I think I have. I do have pills for that, like
Yeah, so
the,
you-
the,
if
the
you do
not
feel-
guilty pills.
Yeah,
so I
not
can feel.
guilty
I
pills.
can feel guilty about certain pills, and then I take more pills to make me.
I think
feel
you do
not
things
guilty.
on purpose to get guilty.
It's like
Taking
those pills that make me feel not guilty, but I can't be that.
I try to write out whatever it is that I got going on. I don't feel like there's. I mean, I'm more than likely I'm wrong, because look at my fucking life. But but I'm just saying, I just don't feel like it's not like I'm gonna be fine. And if it kills me, then I mean, come on, dude, it's Darwinism.
Yeah, dude, I have to load me up. You don't want the drugs, and you don't want the drugs. Let
I
me
will
take
say-
the
I will
drugs
say-
for you guys.
I will say that when I do take the drugs, it does feel good. I mean, like taking NyQuil, like yeah, it will knock you out. But I know that it's only covering the symptoms. So, like, I do believe that to a certain extent, it is, you are dealing with a placebo type of a thing, where the simple fact of you taking medication, you're already putting in it, putting
It's
your
not actually
mind.
taking the illness away.
Exactly, and even
That's
if it's
fine. It
even
makes
if there's
me feel
no
like
placebo.
the illness isn't there, and that shit needs to go away.
Well, I mean, when you're dealing with you, all the illness is in your head. So it's,
Jesus
For
Christ.
as
it is
big a bitch as you are, Tony, we need like a Bane mask for you, just constantly
to
keeping
constantly
everything
keeping
at
me
bay.
alive. just keeping me safe from myself and the air that I
Yeah,
breathe.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not mad about that. But this this is a long time ago too, and I drank this bottle of Dayquil, not really knowing the consequences, but I still went out and I had the flu, like I should have been bedridden, right? But I went out to like party or whatever. I mean, just socialize,
you
right?
fucker, you're patient zero.
I am patient zero. I am patient zero.
Everybody got sick of
Well, what's funny about it is like not even too long ago, like a few years ago, I was telling him this too, that it was me, Gloria, and my girlfriend, and our friend Blue, at my apartment. It was just the three of us, and I think we had like some fucking allergies or something. But it was like a Friday night again. We were playing like Cards Against Humanity, and all of us were like, like teary-eyed, sneezing and all this stuff. And instead of passing around booze, we're passing around Vapor Rub. And that's a true story, and it's like I feel like that is definitely a story to let you know you're getting older. Like,
Oh yeah,
like whereas one time
This
I was
is
so
it.
sick.
This
yeah,
is the end.
That was it. Well, one time I was so sick I took drugs to go out and party, and one time I was so sick, or I thought I was, that I was like, hey, instead of booze, let's just pass around the fucking Vapor Rub.
but I'm sure it was great though. I mean,
Dude, that shit'll cure cancer.
Vapor Rub. Well, in your culture,
yeah, in my culture,
which
it
is
does.
what are you again exactly?
I'm a little bit of everything.
Which
I'm a little bit of
like-
I'm not Mexican, dude. I'm Mexican, no, my mom, yeah, dude. I'm just,
Beaner.
I just,
wetback?
I did, I come from Beansville,
Come from Beans.
Beansville, Mexico. And I'm
They
a
speak
Beaner.
burrito.
We
You
do.
speak burrito. Jesus,
We do,
this
yeah,
got
we
bad. I'm
speak
sorry.
burrito.
I don't know why I went there. Am I sorry? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
You're not sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
not sorry.
I have a taco truck that's actually made of taco
Oh,
shell.
it's actually made.
It's actually made of
That's what
taco
you
shell.
drove here
That's
in.
what I drove here, yeah,
You
like a
drove here
fucking
in-
Flintstone, yeah.
Yeah, but
And my
in
chanclas.
the Mexican culture, right?
Yeah,
A Vapor Rub is.
yeah, no, that's
The cure-all.
It's a
That's-
sensu bean.
Thank you. I mean, we lather it on our babies like right from birth, like
from birth.
right from birth. We just say we're just gonna put this everywhere and hope something.
And that's why you guys
happens.
don't need to vaccinate.
That's why we don't vaccinate. That's our form of vaccination.
Because it's just Vapor Rub. You just
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
just lather Vapor Rub over all
Because my
Parts of your body.
There was the Mexican version is called mentolato.
I wanted to laugh, but then I didn't know if you were like being serious or not.
That's actual words that are that. It says that on the side of the bottle. It's like a bottle, and I'm sure you can find it if you go like to like Boyle Heights or something where there's high
Is
population.
it better? Is it like more potent?
I think there's more lead in it because it's coming from
Oh,
Mexico.
great.
I know. So it is better.
Yeah, it is better. It is better.
So that's
It
the
is
one we
better.
should be buying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and my grandma would rub it just like she'd rub it like in her ear, in her nose. She'd try to rub
Every
it in
crevice
my nose.
imaginable.
And I'm like, no, she'd rub it like in the inside of her eyelid. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's,
Nah, she wouldn't do that,
well,
but she would-
more than every once in a while.
No, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like when I think about how I like to smoke weed. I was trying to. There was no way for me to. I was trying to like
partake
approach
in marijuana.
Yeah, I
Like,
figured. Well,
I might as well just say it.
Yeah, exactly. But I do like to smoke weed, and I like to smoke weed, often. And like I think about my grandma who didn't smoke weed.
You don't know that.
She was true. I
You
don't know that. I don't know that. I was with her for quite some time, but not every day, all day. So
She
I
could've
did go
smoked
to
weed.
school. So she probably sent me off to school and then smoke. It's a fat blunt. A fat blunt.
And forget all about you
right and
for
then
her own sanity.
just rub mentolato.
Just
Love
rub
her.
mentolato.
But I remember she would always take like the highest form of milligrams of acetaminophen or ibuprofen, the Tylenol.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Whatever the max was.
Yeah, like,
whatever
the max
Don't take
was.
more than this in 24
Seriously.
hours. That's what she took.
That's
in 10
what we're
minutes.
doing.
That's what we're
Seriously.
taking.
We're gonna fly today.
Yeah,
But again,
no, yeah,
but
no,
I'm-
she
but-
would, and she would, but the thing is, she would. I mean, but she would love it. I mean, we live in a medicated society. I mean, people take something for.
There's a
something.
pill for everything.
There is a pill
Yeah.
for
There's a
everything.
pill for
There-
everything.
Because I mean, even the people who like turn around and say, "Oh, I don't." People are like one of the few times that I'm smoking weed in public, and I try to do it because I know people have different feelings over it, and I respect that. And if I'm ever like in public, I try to be far away. But the few times
You're not gonna not do it.
yeah, because I'm a fucking degenerate. I mean,
You're not gonna
it
not
happens
do
to
it.
be
You just-
legal. It happens to be legal. But even if it wasn't, legal, I'd probably be doing it anyway.
Because why would you just not do it? I mean,
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's propaganda that I'm not gonna get into right now. Not this episode, anyways. That's episode 420. But
Oh, wow.
I know.
yeah.
Go home. this show's over. That's it.
That's it. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Sorry to end this way.
Womp womp.
Thanks for tuning
Pilot
in.
episode is the only
over,
episode.
Done.
And that's what won't be taken off.
edit. Let's go ahead and tap the mic.
Yeah,
That's gonna be edited.
that's done.
No, but I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, good. It must be all the weed.
Yeah, it must be all the weed. But yeah, that's weed is good and ibuprofen is bad. I think that's
Well,
That's what we're getting at.
I think that's the gist of this entire show.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. You know, we're talking about your grandma taking all these milligrams, right?
No, but we just we live in.
But again, I do that too when I'm not feeling good. I pick the highest dose that I could possibly take without killing myself.
Yeah, but I feel like you
and I
never
take it.
feel good. I
And
feel
that's-
like
that's
every
'cause
day.
that's because I have to
you're
wake up
finding a
every day.
reason. Yeah, you're
That's
finding a
because I have to
reason.
live every day, so I am
Yeah.
absolutely never feeling good. You know,
So like your first thought is like, well, a 747 didn't land on my forehead. So
yeah, so
I guess
so
I'll
let
have
me
to
go
live
take this
today.
9,000 milligrams of ibuprofen to try and block it out,
Yeah.
to try and numb the pain of life.
I get. Maybe that's what my grandma did. Maybe.
Maybe it's all making sense now,
yeah,
right?
Maybe she would just be like, well, that is my grandson. And
Talking about
no
taking all
choice.
these pills, right? And it reminds me of first of all, you ever feel like you get your best ideas like right before you fall asleep?
Always, dude.
Yeah, like
always.
like
Always.
right before
And there's
and
never
then-
a pen around.
Yeah, and there's never a pen around, and it's like oh man, this is a great idea, and then you just fall asleep and you wake up the next morning like, damn, that idea was great. What the fuck it was? I don't have a clue, but you knew it was a good idea. So one time I actually did manage to like remember it the next morning. And it was fantastic, and this was before I really could wrap my head around the concept of an overdose. Let's get that out of the way right now. It was a fantastic idea of something I like to call Sleeping Pill Saturday. And I decided it'd be a good idea for me and some friends to basically overdose on sleeping pills
Okay, that makes sense.
and see who can stay up the longest.
Yeah.
So we did that.
I think I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure you were invited to that, but it was not a good time. It was like, that's terrible.
It was again Brian and Richard.
Yeah, it was Brian and Richard. Yeah, those names will come up
Quite
a lot.
often,
Yes,
quite often.
but so we did that. We went to the, got some. What is it? Is it over the counter? What's the difference? Over the counter. Yeah, behind the counter. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, over on the counter, inside the counter.
Inside the counter.
Medication. And we just got a big old box of sleeping pills, and we started trying to kind of like even them out between, and here's the thing: there was 3 of us like going solid, and then like a few people would show up and take some sleeping pills and then like drive home. Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, it's a
I
fantastic
don't know about
idea.
driving home, but
No.
they would drive.
No, yeah, they would drive.
I don't know if
Would
they
they
make it
actually make it
home.
home? I don't know, but they would. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, don't try that at home. That's is not a good idea. Overdose. Yeah.
That's
So we did that, and then so we took about the same amount as we could until we started coming down. We came down with like an odd number of of pills, right? And we started playing Jenga for the remainder of the pills. Like the loser of Jenga had to take an extra pill. Yeah, and that was.
But it had to be like in suppository form.
Well, I wish that would have been a good idea. That'd have been a fantastic idea. But that's definitely one of those ideas. I had that idea like right about to go into La La Land one night.
I like how the story starts off so So like rich with hope, like
Yeah,
as
and
in
just
like
turned
oh the
into-
cure for cancer.
Yeah.
Just like well one day I
Taking
thought
pills.
about I should do drugs, and the next morning I should still do drugs. So that day I did
drugs. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because I came up with this idea like in the middle of a week on like a Tuesday, and that Saturday
Yeah.
we did it like because of course the people that I pitched it to thought that
They
it was
were
a great
equal-
idea.
equal as degenerates.
They were
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were as equally excited about such a terrible idea.
I haven't seen Brian in some time. It'd be good to see him.
Yeah.
Brian. Is Richard even alive?
I don't. He may or may not be. But
Maybe the overdose was successful for
maybe
him.
the overdose was successful for him.
Maybe.
And sleeping pills are great when you need them, right? And I feel like that should be an option when you go out to just go out. Period. I feel like that should be an option, but maybe not like sleeping pills. Like if you go to a bar and you feel like, hey, tonight I want to. I want to wake up with like just covered in Vaseline and maybe missing a kidney, and you really just want to roll the dice on this one and see what happens.
Yeah.
You should be able to go to
Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Usually
Tuesdays.
I
Yeah.
usually feel like.
feel like that. You should be able to go to a bar and order like a chloroform cocktail.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
dude.
I'm just saying, like, I think you should have that option as a human being. Like, you know what? I would like to just pass out and be taken advantage of.
I don't feel like the government should tell me that I can't take chloroform. I feel like
I know.
I mean, if it's man-made, why not can man use it?
yeah, why exactly?
You know what else? Is man-made? Meth.
Again, I don't like the government
Telling
telling
me.
me I can and cannot do.
You know,
that,
it
but I
doesn't have
can.
to be such a selfish thing. Like, you can pay it forward, just like you would pay for someone's gas or buy someone's groceries who's next in line. Be like, you know what? This guy over here, this sad sack of shit over here, a couple seats down. He looks like he's having a bad day. I want him to party. I want him to have a good time. Bartender, I'll have a chloroform cocktail.
Yeah.
Yo.
That'd be horrible.
But it'd be called something more appealing, like a dream keeper. like something. Yeah.
How inappropriate would
Can
it
I get a
be?
dream keeper?
How inappropriate would it be if you were a woman and you're at a bar and the waiter comes and just gives you a Jello shot, and it says, "Oh, that man ordered it for you," and it's Bill Cosby.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
Would you take it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it depends
That's
on
the answer.
if it was Tuesday or not.
Exactly.
It was Tuesday or not.
Exactly. It's got to be Tuesday because if it is from Bill Cosby, you're definitely gonna wake up lathered in Vaseline.
Oh, it's definitely a chloroform cocktail.
tears,
It
in
is
tears,
certainly nothing but a good time.
Mhm.
I mean, I think here's the thing: I think he probably really did a process of elimination and was like, I'm gonna send one to that person, not just girl, person. If they
Yeah.
take it, cool. If not, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Their friend, I'm gonna send them one and see what happens.
Yeah, that was like his 23rd try of the night.
Yeah.
Same Jello shot.
But that's that. Where are we looking, Brandon? Okay, I think we're gonna finish this one up. I hope you like our debauchery and all the terrible things that
Yeah.
people think and we just say. Okay. So give it a
And let
like,
us
give
know
it a
how
share,
bad
and
it was.
yeah, let us know how bad it was because we don't expect for it to go well.
No.
But by all means,
if this goes anyway the way our lives have been, it's been
it's definitely not gonna go well.
A lot more error
mostly
than
error.
trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's anything that any kind of
Yeah.
like comparison, it's gonna be mostly
With
error.
no learning.
Yeah, exactly. So let us know, and I enjoyed this, and thank you guys for inviting me, and I'm gonna see what's up.
Go home, take care of your
I
son.
am gonna go home.
Who you just left there by himself.
I'm gonna go.
He's 10 years old, everybody, and he's at home probably hitting the bong right
okay, wait. He's 10 years old with a PS4, which means he doesn't even know
And
I'm
a-
gone.
and a
He
bong.
doesn't even know I'm gone, even when I'm
And
there.
Pornhub.
now. And a bong and Pornhub. And Pornhub.
which are all my items. That's all I.
Make daddy proud.
Exactly.
That you left out in the open for him.
I-
Okay,
I
if
don't
you're gonna
even- I
use
don't even
these,
for him, this is Daddy's smoke flute.
yeah.
Well, at least he's getting it from someone he can trust.
And even then,
even then, those people from Beanstown, Beansville.
Oh,
those
God.
guys are means, but you can never
You
really
never trust.
you never
us.
trust those
You
guys.
Never really trust us. We're all, yeah.
Okay,
untrustworthy.
well, there's that.
Thank you guys very much. Bye.